It has been a long road to this point in the season, but we are officially down to 2. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Back now, we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Philadelphia Phillies.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, one guy to watch is Cole Calhoun. Now, he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him, whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs. His approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Jared Eichhoff gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, he got the ball club to win in his last outing, but he did only throw 6 innings. They'll take it, but they'd like to see him go a little deeper.
And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick the ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Number 39 will stand in now for the first time here in this World Series, and he's a guy this club really needs to get going.
Yeah, it's been a tough October for him so far. He just seemed a little overmatched in the games that we've watched. It looks like he's just trying too hard, and sometimes that just puts more pressure on you.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike 1.
First pitch, 7:07.
Line drive to left. And that's in there, a base hit. So the leadoff man is on here to get this one underway.
This is what you want when you're facing a young starter. Get him in the stretch right away, make him uncomfortable out there. He's in trouble already after a leadoff single.
Cole Calhoun will stand in for the first time here in this World Series, and you see the numbers. He's been as hot as anybody around.
Maybe the hottest hitter on the ball club through the first few rounds. If he can keep it going here in the World Series, I think they're going to have a good shot at going all the way.
First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
Nobody out, runner on first. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Burns is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, first baseman, C.J. Cron.
C.J. Cron set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Gets a small piece near the plate. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Well, he had to wait a couple of batters before getting his chance to run, but he made it pay off here as he's into scoring position now with 2 away here in the first.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Popped up. Galvis settles under it near second. And that ends the inning. Angels strand 1. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Andrew Heaney is on the mound here on the road for Game 1 of the World Series. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, he'll look to build off of his last start where he got the win and only allowed 1 run.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, a guy to watch, Mike Trout. Well, we always get enamored with his offensive capabilities, but defensively, he's just as enjoyable to watch. You see him make those highlight reel plays, going over the wall. We'll see if he does something here in this one.
Billy Burns comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 the count.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hit on the ground to short. Backhanded. 1 away.
This ball's hit pretty sharply here towards the hole, but then you see he's able to backhand this thing and then use that cannon he's got to fire it across the diamond and get his man.
Into the box now, Cody Ashe. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. Lays off 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Hit out towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
So far, this is a great start to the night. He's keeping that ball down in the zone, and he gets back-to-back groundouts to start things off. And in a hitter's park like this, he's going to need a lot more of those going forward.
Odubel Herrera will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
In there, strike 1.
Well, this has been just the kind of start you hope for in a game 1.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Played on the backhand. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Giovanni Soto makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Catcher, Giovanni Soto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
That's by him for strike 1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And Soto swings and misses that time as he's a strikeout victim to make one away.
Batting sixth, second baseman.
Stepping in, Jed Lowry, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Herrera over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting seventh.
And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. Andrelton Simmons into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Hard hit ball to second. Hernandez scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Trumbo strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Trout has it in his tracks. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
And this is one of those guys that throws what you'd call a heavy sinker. Normally he's going to get a lot of ground balls, but he leaves this one up in the zone. And I think he's lucky that this ball didn't get hit farther than it did.
Digging in now, Michael Franco, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. In there, a base hit. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
And you know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some major league playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority, too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
Coming to the plate now, Freddie Galvis. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit to short. Taken in by Simmons. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting seventh, catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Kurt Suzuki, the hitter now with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
A 1-0 delivery. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. One and two, here it comes. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. Ray Navarro is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Ray Navarro.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Down the 3rd baseline. Franco has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Pitcher,
Andrew Heaney will step in now as he'll get a chance to swing the bat here in the World Series.
Yeah, and remember, thanks to the National League winning the All-Star game, no DH in games 1 or 2, or 6 or 7 if we go that far.
First delivery to him on the way. Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Chopped foul right at home plate. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Number 39 will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Dykhoff digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Jared Eichhoff.
First offering on its way. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And one gone in the Philadelphia third.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Calhoun is calling for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Hey, if you like a good pitcher's duel, it looks like we've got one brewing right here. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third, and both of these guys look like they have their good stuff.
Billy Burns will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Ground ball left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the third inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Cody Ashe stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And he's back standing. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1.
Definitely a steal situation here. When your leadoff guy gets on with 2 outs, I'd expect to see him go within the first few pitches.
Now a snap move over to first. And a dive, but he's back. A runner on first with 2 away. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. One and one, here it comes. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And the runner back safely. Three and one now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Odubel Herrera stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tap fouled at home plate. Now the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Simmons has it, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Cole Calhoun will get us started here for the Angels with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Ball three. 3-2 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Grounder down the line at third. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike one. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
C.J. Cron in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he didn't look good on a changeup last time, and he just skied it. So don't be surprised if he sees a similar approach on this at-bat.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2. Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, this is something their hitting coach preaches every day at the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Here he lets the ball get deeper into the zone, then stays back and drives it to the right center gap.
Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto now. High and deep to left center field. Ashe going back on it, still going back. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. His first homer here in the series. And the Angels have taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Here's Jed Lowry now.
The batter, number 8.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And that's going to find the alley. Extra bases here for Lowry. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Batter, number 2. Shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Andrelton Simmons stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
3 runs already home here. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. And if you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Back to the mound and off his leg. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound.
Boy, this one might be a case of adding injury to insult. It hasn't been his finest performance so far, and now this one shot right back at him at the mound. No time to get out of the way, and that's going to sting for quite a while.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Boy, he's in trouble enough already, and a wild pitch would only make things worse.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, that's just your classic 0-2 changeup right there. And what he's trying to do there is to get that hitter's aggressiveness to work against him. And he just goes fishing in the dirt for a bad pitch and an easy punch-out.
Andrew Heaney is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And, you know, now all of a sudden after the strikeout, You give that guy on the mound at least a little bit of confidence that he definitely didn't have before.
Skied into straightaway right. Burns shading to his right, and that's the third out. So the Angels strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-0 Angels. Leading off the inning, Mark Trumbo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. The hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Stepping in now, Freddie Galvis. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
This is always a tough play for a charging third baseman. Everything's got to go right, and you see the good transfer, then the sidearm fling off of the right foot, and he does a nice job of getting enough on that throw to make the play.
Into the box, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hard liner toward short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We played 4 full. It's the Angels 3 and the Phillies nothing. Number 39 will come in now against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ashe moves over. 1 out.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Three runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Hit hard up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Mike Trout will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Angels leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Andres Blanco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 4, Andres Blanco.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Chopped in front of home plate. Soto is up with it. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word from the dugout is. But here's one more look at it. Man, that's tough to tell if he was out for sure from that angle. And I can see why this was a really tough call on the umpire.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. In now, Billy Burns. As the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. Calhoun is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still down 3-0. Luis Garcia will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
57, Luis Garcia.
Giovanni Soto will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. And that's taken for strike 1. To short. Fielded by Galvis. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jed Lowry. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the middle infielders are staying busy here. Another ground ball, this time out to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Andrelton Simmons steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And Trumbo will put this one away to retire the side. Angels down quickly there on just 4 pitches, but they lead it 3-0. Cody Ashe will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Now here's the pitch. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away, so as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, this guy has been like a maestro out there tonight. He starts another inning off with a strikeout. And a lot of these guys, they're not even close with their swings. He's had them eaten right out of the palm of his hand.
Odubel Herrera will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Crowd on the run. And that's the second out of the inning.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Mark Trumbo will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 2 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. And that misses 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Michael Franco would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air out to left. Under it is the left fielder. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Ray Navarro will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. chopped toward the second baseman. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
He's safe.
Well, here's another look. This looked to be a fairly routine play. Just might have hit him, though, on the heel of the glove, and now they've got a leadoff base runner.
Into the box now, Andrew Heaney. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Here it comes on 1-1. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Galvis on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball's butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Into the box, number 39. Hot shot towards the hole. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder,
Cole Calhoun digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. And the slider gets him swinging. Two gone.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here. Try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though. So he's going to have to go grab a seat.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. As he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ballgame.
C.J. Cron gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ballgame go untapped.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Hit hard to short. Underhanded flip. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. It's the Angels 4 and the Phillies nothing. Leading off the inning, Michael Franco, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Pitch on the way. Grounded to third. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Boy, when you're starving for offense, this is a huge break. They get the leadoff man on here to start the inning, and maybe getting this pitcher into his stretch might just jumpstart that offense.
J.P. Crawford will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Hot shot on the ground is short. Simmons is there, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. Line softly toward the hole. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives him a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Kyle Farmer will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 18, Kyle Farmer.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And the Phils know that one key hit here could make a big impact on the outcome of the ball game.
Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. That evens it up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with two gone in the inning.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you, if I had a base hit taken away by a runner getting forced out by an outfielder, well, you'd have to put a straitjacket on me because, you know, I didn't get many hits. That's just a really bad read right there and a real waste of a base runner.
Cesar Hernandez will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Runners on first and third, 2 away. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Set to deliver on 2-1. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. And the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now over. 1 left for Philadelphia. They trail here 4-0. J.P. Crawford will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 3, J.P. Crawford.
Giovanni Soto comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Leading off for the Angels, catcher, Giovanni Soto.
Jake Diekman will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Giovanni Soto gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th.
Giovanni Soto.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And there's ball 1. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, a lot of lefties like to throw that slider down and into right-handed hitters, especially with 2 strikes. He knows he's got to protect, but that's a very tough location there.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind, 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
And when things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Ray Navarro.
Ray Navarro will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Set to deal on 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Herrera on the run. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Angels strand one. They lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Cesar Hernandez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Trout giving chase. One down.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Billy Burns will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Here's the pitch. On the ground to third. Navarro is there on to first, and there were 2 down.
And he just continues to roll right along. He's working on a 3-hit shutout this late in the ballgame.
Cody Ashe will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he lays off there 1-0.
2 quick outs in the inning. This hitter's job is to work the count, get on base, and give his middle of the order hitters a chance in this inning.
2 out, nobody on. Shatters the bat as this is hit to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Oh, you want to talk about a tough error to hang on a guy. Anytime there's a broken bat, this to me should be a base hit. I mean, I know he doesn't field it cleanly, but they're calling this an ordinary chance? There's nothing ordinary when you've got the shard of a bat coming your way right at the same time the ball's getting there. Give me a break. That's a hit.
Odubel Herrera will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Pause, now the pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. His first homer so far in the series. And the Phils have cut the gap to 4-2 now.
When you look back on his start, this is one of the few times tonight where he's missed his spot. Here it is on show track. This isn't even close. This is one of those where you know it's trouble right when it leaves your hand.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's Mark Trumbo now. And he takes ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. It's a solo home run off the bat of Mark Trumbo. His first homer here in the series as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
You can just sense, both by the pitch count and the body language, he's about cooked out there. I mean, that's back-to-back home runs. I'd be shocked if he sticks around for another hitter.
Mike Scioscia heading out to home plate now as it looks as though he'll be making the double switch here. Fernando Salas will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8.
Number 59, Fernando Salas. Now playing third base and batting in the ninth spot. Number 7, Cliff Pennington. Third baseman, number 7, Maikel Franco.
Stepping in now, Maikel Franco. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. On the ground up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
And you wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
So striding in, number 3, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're on to the 9th here in game 1. Angels lead it 4-3. Back in the city of brotherly love with Major League Baseball on the show. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Cliff Pennington, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Hector Neris will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Cliff Pennington will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Pennington.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. To first, Trumbull comes up with it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, number 39.
9 will dig in now. 2 hits in 4 at-bats thus far tonight. Now the pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's quickly 0-2. Hit to first. Backhanded. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And you hear us talk about shutdown innings, and that's when you hold the team scoreless after you've scored in your half. Well, after his guys cut the lead down to 1, he's only 1 out away to a shutdown inning here.
Ready now, Cole Calhoun. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. Solo shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series, and it's now 5-3.
That bullpen's still going to have to get 3 outs in the bottom of the 9th, but they're going to have a little more breathing room thanks to this swing. This is a mistaken location, and he gets all of it, and that gives them that ever-important insurance run here in the top of the 9th.
Mike Trout is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. At last home run, estimated to travel 431 feet. That is a long one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. Calling for it, Pereira. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Angels strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. It's now 5-3 in favor of the Angels.
Your attention, please.
Inning save situation now is on to try to close it down as the veteran right-hander Houston Street. Striding in to start the 9th, Kurt Suzuki, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And how big was that run they just scored in the top of the 9th? Now, even a home run here won't tie this thing up.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Streak gets the sign. Here's the 3-2. And, oh, strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Yeah, a 3-2 count leading off the inning. Is this in the zone? Doesn't look like it from that angle. Maybe he thought it was too close to take, but I think he should be on first base right now.
Ryan Howard will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and the shift pays off there as Howard is retired for the second out.
Good start to the inning here out of the bullpen. After 3 runs came in to score last inning, they needed someone to come in here and slow that offense down a bit.
Cesar Hernandez makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Played on the backhand. And a high throw to first, but he's able to reach up and grab it, and this ball game is over.
Another good job right there by the All-Star. Houston Street comes in to finish him off here in the 9th.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Angels are winners here, 5-3. Good night from Philly.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Angels. 5 runs on 11 hits. 3 errors. They left 7 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citizens Bank Park, 43,500. The Phillies thank you for attending and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.